Hello, my name is Trump. I'm here to share what attracted me to the Dominican Sisters of Peace. It is the peace and joy. I was so impressed to see the cheerfulness and the laughter the sisters have shared in the community, the diverse gift that I've seen, the love and the desire to pray for peace, to seek peace, and to share peace. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kathy Buchanan, and I'm a candidate for 9 months now with the Dominican Sisters of Peace, and I live in their House of Welcome here in New Haven, Connecticut. And today I wanted to talk about why I felt drawn to the Dominican Sisters of Peace, and probably the biggest reason would be the diversity in the community, the diversity of ministry, the pillars of study, community, prayer, and service. Service specifically speaking to me, I really feel called to work with the underprivileged and the marginalized. And I feel that the sisters really have a grasp on the world today, what's going on in the world, and what the needs are in our world and in our community. And I really feel like I want to be a part of that today.
Hello, sisters. I am telling you about what drew me to the Dominican Sisters of Peace, and I think of two things. The first one is that, when I began thinking about religious life, I knew nothing about the Dominicans and it was not on my radar. But I was in New Haven, and so another vocation director actually from a different community said, you should talk to Pat Toohill. There she is in New Haven, who was the director at the time. And so I met Sister Pat Toohill. She took me to the House of Welcome that they had just opened there on Eld Street. And from meeting the community and joining them for their evening prayer and their meal, I loved how intercultural and many generations the community was. Sisters who had come from all over the country to form a community together, to foster the newer members who were entering. And I could tell that they were women of joy, women of hospitality and welcome, and women deeply rooted in relationship with God. I could just tell that from being around them. And the second thing that drew me to Dominican Sisters of Peace is our mission, peace. At the time, I didn't really understand anything about the charism of preaching, and I probably was wary of the charism of truth. I've had to grow and learn about those, but the mission for peace building immediately resonated with me, and it was something that I was already committed to and wanted to find a way of living out that commitment as a woman of faith in the church. And I thought, this is the community where I can do that. So thank you.
Hello, I'm Ellen Coates with the Dominican Sisters of Peace. Whenever I'm asked what drew me to this congregation, I want to laugh because when I first heard that Dominicans are preachers, my fear of public speaking really got in the way. But I kept being drawn back by the joy I experienced among these women, their diversity and the diversity and relevance of their ministries. And I loved the way they combined study and prayer to better know and serve God and the world. It didn't take too long for me to understand that while some sisters engage in public speaking, most preach the truth of God's love and peace with their lives. We know Jesus dreamed of a world where all would be one, united in our diversity, celebrating that diversity, and like Jesus, sharing God's love and peace with everyone. That's what I see the Dominican Sisters of Peace trying to do every day. And I can't imagine a better way to spend my own life.
First, I was impressed with the happiness and the welcoming spirit of the sisters. Everywhere I visited, the sisters laughed a lot. and were friendly to me. They made me feel at home. Also, the diversity in the community living and ministry really attracted me. I thought that this community committed themselves to be peace and preach peace in the light of the gospel and through their daily life. I really love four pillars: prayer, study, community, and ministry, which I could see myself living with. So I decided to join.
What drew me to the Dominican Sisters of Peace is their charism of preaching, not just in the pulpit, but by their way of life, and not just in the United States, but to a global community. I remember my first time I went to the retreat in Great Bend, Mother House, and I met so many sisters there. They shared their ministry, study, prayer, and community, and I get to experience all the four pillars of Dominican life. I remember leaving the retreat, I felt so much at home that I started saying to myself, this is a good fit. This is it, you know. And then I decided at the moment that I'm going to be applying to the Dominican Sisters of Peace, and that's how I joined them.
Hello, I am Sister Ana Gonzalez, Dominican Sister of Peace, and sending warm greetings from New Haven, Connecticut, Wooster Square. I am currently a temporary professed sister living in the New Haven House of Welcome and ministering at Albertus Magnus College. What drew me to the Dominican Sisters of Peace is the fearless spirit grounded in God, rooted in the Dominican charism that drives our sisters to new frontiers, to minister to those in most need, to carry the word of God, and being agents of hope. I want to follow in the footsteps of our Dominican Sisters of Peace, and I too want to carry the word and be an agent of hope. I can't wait to see what adventure God has for me and what new frontiers I will be going as a Dominican Sisters of Peace.